Okay, forget the Odyssey discourse. Here are my top 3 cases where the author was upset about the film adaptation of their book, and the world moved on. Probably the most famous case is The Shining by Stephen King. King was upset from the jump that Stanley Kubrick would direct the adaptation, initially wanting Don Siegel for the job, and things soured even further when Kubrick changed a number of aspects of the story, including Jack Torrance's character, which King described as having absolutely no arc at all in the film. He told Deadline in 2016, when it opened, a lot of the reviews weren't very favorable, and I was one of those reviewers. I kept my mouth shut at the time, but I didn't care for it much. The Never-Ending Story by Michael Ende. Ende wrote the children's fantasy novel in 1979, which became a bestseller in West Germany and then was adapted into a movie with a German and US release in 1984. In April of that year, Ende held a press conference in Stuttgart to, quote, denounce that revolting movie and demanded his name be removed from the credits. He complained, quote, the makers of the film simply did not understand the book at all. They just wanted to make money. But it gets even more dramatic when you find out that Ende was initially signed on as a script advisor, but then director Wolfgang Petersen ended up rewriting the screenplay secretly. Yikes. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl. Despite the original movie musical adaptation being a classic beloved by many, including myself, Dahl famously did not like it. He didn't like Gene Wilder's casting, calling him pretentious, didn't like how they changed the title to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, thought the musical score was overly sentimental, and thought the whole story was just a little too optimistic. His second wife, Felicity Dahl, further criticized, they always want to change a book's storyline. What makes Hollywood think children want the endings changed for a film when they accept it in a book? I mean, she's got a point. And then, of course, just for fun, I have to throw in an adaptation where the director themselves thought it was bad. We love self-awareness. Peter Kosminski, who directed the 1992 Wuthering Heights, later reflected that he was, quote, joyfully lacking humility at the time, and the adaptation was, quote, not a good film in any way. Anyways, I wrote an entire video essay on film adaptations of books, what they get wrong, what they get right, the differences between the movie and book medium. And that was published a couple months ago, so check it out if you're interested in this subject.